bro. You are investing in yourself.
Recording.
You're producing.
Got to, man. Got to. All right. You ready? What episode is this? 25? Yeah, 25. All right. Let's get to it. Yes, sir. What up?
I don't mind.
We're gonna start this holiday season with a little bit of more energy than you get. We don't want to be somber, we don't want to be sad, we want to be happy, we want to be peaceful, we want to be loved. So we want to make sure you got the energy to do that. Just vibe out with us for a second. I hope your holiday season is going fantastically. Shout out to everybody listening to the Malik Scylore Podcast, man. Shout out if you listen in the car. Shout out if you listen in the truck. Every week, shout out if you listen outside my doorstep right now, man. I might shoot you, but I might not. Depending on how you look. Won't you stop? Scratch that, I will shoot you.
No matter how you look.
Facts. Shout out everybody on Apple Podcast. Shout out everybody on Spotify. Shout out everybody listening on YouTube, man. Patreon coming soon. I'm gonna let this song go for a little bit, man. This song is called Ballad of a Bad Man. Get you right in the spirit, doesn't it? Tell them. Shout out to my baby. She know I listen to this song all the time. Yeah. We're gonna get this podcast started in a second, but I'm gonna let this whole fucking song ride, so just stay tuned. Feel like this. You just run the song, you gotta do it too, man. Don't you stop turning me on. Gonna feel like this all night long. Don't you stop turning me on. Just vibe for a second, man. Watch this post hook come on. Hold on. Don't ever say I don't put you on to some good music. You ain't even gotta Shazam it. One more time, it's Ballad of a Bad Man. You ain't even gotta Shazam this song. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started though, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's get a round of applause.
I don't know how you couldn't dance on that. I don't know how you couldn't just shake your hips.
That's one of them ones, man.
No, you heard the song, but I want to feel like this all night long.
Yeah, that right there was Ballad of a Bad Man by Tory Lanez, man.
For you, Tory Lanez.
Hey, man, round of applause for y'all listening out there.
Gunshots for Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I'm not.
Gunshots for Tory Lanez.
Get some here. Get some motherfuckers
Yeah, that's what we do. That's right, man. For you, man.
Yeah, man. I want to welcome y'all to episode 25 of the Malik Scylore Podcast. I am your host, Malik Scylore, and I'm here with...
It's Blaise Harris.
Yes, sir. Round of applause for us. Thank Thank you. Another one, man. I just feel too good.
Two of us,
Oh man, thank you so much.
how you been lately?
I've been all right, man. This week was pretty cool, scrambling with Christmas presents and stuff. You know how it goes, man. It's that time of the year where you got to do it, and sometimes it just falls how it falls. Like you get right to the end where it's about where you need it. Like I'm talking about Christmas presents, right in the end where you need it and you don't have it yet.
Yeah.
And then you just got to go get some shit. Like go to Ross or TJ Maxx, or you can go to Walmart. Walmart always has, this good. But you know me, I do not like Walmart at all. But sometimes you just have to go because they're a conglomerate and a monopoly.
Now, I can see why you don't like the Walmart you're by.
Yeah.
But Walmart is all right.
I always tell Van, I said if I got to go, I'd rather go to the white people one. And we've had that conversation.
Yeah,
it's a little racist, but I mean, hey. I'm hey now.
The fact that I could go to the Walmart down the street from your house and then just be like, hey, anybody here got a dime? And everybody be like, yeah, they just start hitting their pockets. Yeah, hold up. Nah, don't get his. He ain't talking about that. One phone call.
Yeah. See, that's what I say. I go the other way. But actually, when we got these little couple of gifts that we just got, we was actually at the, I don't know what, no, yeah, we went to the good Walmart. We didn't even go to that one. We went to the good Walmart. And it had a lot of stuff. Right when you walked in, last minute gifts, you go to, I was a little confused though, because, the hood nigga Walmart, the hygiene is to the right when you walk in.
Right.
But the white people Walmart, the hygiene is to the left. So I didn't really know to the left. So I was kind of
flip the produce section too. Then
the produce is like in the back towards the they flipped the produce section.
So it's on the right too. Then.
Yeah. Everything else.
They say ain't gonna be nothing like them.
But it was facts. They said we're gonna have a very differentiating factor to let you know where you're at. Shout out to Walmart racist ass. All right, so, but yeah, it's cool, man. I got all the gifts that I needed to get. I was supposed to send my sister some. I'll do that in a second. Well, no, I gotta do it now because she finna go to the store.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta send my sister's gonna get my nephews some gifts, so I gotta go ahead and shine with that. Gotta be the good uncle.
That's right. You got to show up. See,
man. Shout out to my nephews, man.
I'm kind of away from the Christmas present. I'm glad I don't have a big family like that.
Yeah, I remember you said you don't want no presents, and the crazy thing is, I was about to get you a present.
Yeah, don't do that.
I gotta turn my phone off.
Yeah, don't do that.
But I didn't know what to get you. Like, I don't like. Me and my sister were just having this conversation because some people you just don't know what to get.
Right.
Like throughout the year, like some people are gonna hint to you like, oh yeah, I like this. Oh, this bag looks nice. Or, if you a dude or whatever, like might not say anything. Cause for us it's really hard unless your partner just knows you, or whoever's buying you a gift just knows you. And me and my sister were talking, it was like, it's hard to get my mom certain gifts because she just be chilling. Like you want it to be of value. Like value doesn't always equate to monetary value, but you always want it to be of value at a time like
something
this.
Relatable to them at least. Like it doesn't have to be a money thing, but it could be some like a
sentimental.
Right.
Exactly. So
something they'll actually use. Like, oh my God, thank you.
Exactly. But after so many years of life and getting these gifts consistently year after year, it's like, okay, so now. What do I get you now?
That's what I'm saying. Like
we're over half a century now, so it's like
cocoa butter lotion. You can't go wrong with.
But something, so you don't want to get somebody a gift that you think will offend them. If I like when I asked 10 minutes ago when I asked you, hey, Ice, you need some lotion? He's like, damn, nigga, I'm ashy.
Nah, I could have been ashy.
You got offended. So imagine me getting somebody a Christmas present or some lotion.
I wasn't so much offended. More of like. I don't get ashy. So that was like a first for me.
That was a first for you? You'll never get... Okay. All right. You heard it here first on the Malik Scylore Podcast. Blaise Harris does not get ashy. So, yeah, you heard it here.
You never see me ashy on one of these episodes.
Actually, I have not seen you ashy, so that's
right.
good.
No lotion. So that's why when you offer me lotion...
That sounds crazy, but yeah.
You said it was what?
I said that sounds crazy, but yeah. I don't know why you're laughing. That shit is crazy as fuck.
That crazy.
All right, Ice Cube, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. So that's why when you offered that to me, it just kind of threw me.
It threw you off.
But yeah. But any type of bathroom thing, it's always a good go. Incense.
Incense. I'm not really a big fan of incense and candles anymore. Like you see, I do have some candles around my house, but I'm very like particular with them. Like I don't light them when the baby's in the room and stuff like that because the candles produce, fumes and smoke and all that stuff.
And do you have to black this out if it says the?
No. When we get to that level, yeah, because we're not sponsored by Dunkin', but nah, for right now, no, you're good. You can keep the Dunkin' Donuts coffee there. Welcome to the Malik Scylore Podcast, sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, that sounds like a loss. No, you lying.
That was a parody. That was character. Damn, how you say it?
Use this code. We got a code coming in. Get you a free black coffee, free coffee.
Yeah, man. Use the code. What's your social security number?
Whoa, no, not that close.
Oh, okay. I was gonna tell the whole world for you right quick. Get them some good money with that code. But yeah, man. So Christmas time is always fun. It's almost over. Next week is goes. So do you want to pod next week or no? We could take next week off.
No, it's bro. I'm here.
I think next week is the 29th, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you're available, we could do it. I just want to. All right. So anything else going on this week? You good?
Man, I'm good. Just looking for new opportunities. Got to start building. Yeah. So that's really it. Trying to get out of comfortability.
Comfortability?
Yeah.
Trying to get out of it, like out of your comfort zone?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Just pushing yourself. So there's a lifestyle that you want, and then the lifestyle that you're living.
Right.
And the
correct.
lifestyle you're living is it's okay. It's decent. You really ain't got no complaints.
Right.
You are happy.
Right.
However, there's a lifestyle you can get to.
Right.
So, but you have to get out of that.
The comfort zone to get to the lifestyle that you want to get to.
Lifestyle.
You got to go through some trials and tribulations and some uncomfortability to get to a place that you want to be at.
Right. So this one dude used to tell me, when you choose your goals, you choose your obstacles.
Right.
So I think and this is the idea I've been thinking about lately, is you need to produce before God reduce. Right. So if you don't start producing, God starts taking stuff away from you. And I started feeling that it might be little materialistic things, but the only way to get that back is if you start producing yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like getting the most out of your lifestyle, getting the most out of the talents that you've been blessed with. Start using that stuff so that way you won't be in that state of production.
Right. No, I definitely understand that. Cause even when we was locked up, they always asked are you comfortable? And I was like, nah. But I learned this from OG. Like he was like, bro, even if you feel comfortable, you always got to know that you're uncomfortable. Because if you get comfortable in here, you're always gonna be comfortable, and this is gonna place that you're gonna be at. You feel what I'm saying? So you need to, if you're comfortable, you're gonna stay comfortable.
Right.
The only way to actually get comfortable is to be uncomfortable. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? You got to start off uncomfortable to get to a comfortable space. So I definitely understand what you're saying. You got to do things like me. I'm kind of like a recluse. Like I like going out, but I don't like going out at all. You feel me? So, but for me to do things that I want to do, for me to shine in the aspects that I want to shine in, and to get to the places that I want to be, I have to learn how to get out more and be sociable. Like I know how to be sociable, but I would just rather not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're on a podcast. We talk to people. You know what I'm saying? I have a photography business. I talk to people all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to mentally get into an uncomfortable place so that my life can be comfortable.
Right.
You understand? So I definitely understand what you're saying with that tip. And it's something that I think everybody, that separates people from being good and being great.
Yeah. Have and have not.
Exactly. And people, it's crazy because people understand those aspects of life. Like you can say all the proverbs you want to, right? Like a lot of people understand the words and the meaning behind the words, but there's no execution behind it. Right. So it really falls on deaf ears. Like you can be the most knowledgeable person in the world.
If you don't apply it.
If you don't apply it, it doesn't mean shit to you as a person. Yeah, you could tell other people and they might execute it, but now they eclipse you, surpass you, because you're giving them all the knowledge, but you actually have to apply and execute these things that we're actually saying that are not going to work.
You remember the light-skinned, bald-headed dude, who used to be a mentor in the Faith and Character-based program? He used to always work on time. I think his name was Jeremiah or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But he used to say something like...
Nah, Jeremiah, you talking about Ace?
Ace. Yeah, it was definitely Ace.
Yeah. He changed his name to Jeremiah, but yeah.
Knowledge without application is not even knowledge at all, or something like that. It was something to that effect. But just the fact that if you don't use what you know, then how it goes back to what you said, it's on deaf ears.
Right. It doesn't make any sense to. It's like dying with your money. Like you're not gonna use it. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got $60,000 and then you die with the $60,000 in your pocket and get buried with the $60,000 in your pocket. Was that $60,000 used? No. So it's just like you had. It's like you had nothing.
You probably the cause for inflation. Put that $60,000 back in the system.
When I die, I want my money buried in the grave. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's our thing. You know, that's our little shit for a second. But I want to get into this TikTok ban real quick because I know that you are very, 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 very into TikTok. Hey, Pooh. I know you're very, very, very into TikTok, and I wanted to get into it for a second. So TikTok is going through a bunch of shit right now, right? Mm-hmm. It's going through just a bunch of different things. So on January 19th, 2025 is the date where TikTok is supposed to be banned. I don't think it's going to show on there, but TikTok is supposed to be banned. So what's happening is the Supreme Court on Wednesday said it would take up a challenge to a new law that could lead to a ban of TikTok in the U.S., setting up a showdown over access to widely popular app used by tens of millions of Americans. So basically, they have a hearing that's supposed to be heard by the High Court on January 10th. That's an expedited timeline that allows the court to consider the issue before laws take place on January 19th. Mm-hmm. So what that is, so basically what's happening is, so TikTok is owned by ByteDance, and ByteDance is a Chinese company. Right. So obviously the US and China, they've had tension for a while, and the whole consensus is the United States of America does not want Chinese government to have Americans' data.
Right.
TikTok is one of the biggest social media platforms, rising biggest, whatever, millions, billions of users.
Right.
But they also have tens and millions of American users. That's what the U.S. is worried about. We'll talk about Albania in a minute because Albania actually just completely banned TikTok yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Albania did, but we'll talk about that in a second. Don't let me forget about it. Mm. But TikTok is a Chinese-owned company. ByteDance owns TikTok, and China is the people that own ByteDance. Mm-hmm. So the U.S. is like, nah, we don't want you having our citizens' information. That's what's on the outside. Like, that's what's on the surface. That's what they're saying on the surface, right? So what the U.S. proposed is, hey, you need to sell off. ByteDance needs to, because ByteDance owns other stuff, right? But they said, ByteDance, y'all need to sell off this portion of your business, which is TikTok, to a U.S. company. Mm. So the United States is like, TikTok needs to be sold to a U.S. company so y'all can keep operating in the U.S. The data, so what they're basically saying is the data that y'all collect needs to be held by a U.S. company and not a Chinese company. So they gave them a deadline. They said, hey, listen, by this date, January 19th, y'all need to have it sold off.
What?
And if not, we're just going to ban you in America. That's what we're going to do. So this has been going on for years now. Because it started in Trump's presidency. This started in Trump's presidency. Mm. His first 4 years ago, it started. So, you know, everything happened, pandemic happened, all that stuff. We got postponed. They kept getting grants and hearings and stuff to keep moving. You know how continuation after continuation. You know how it goes. But now the Supreme Court just denied their continuation. That's why January 19th is big all over the internet and stuff. Right. So with a lot of things like that, what's going to probably end up, this is just speculation on my part, but what's going to probably end up happening is that they're just going to wait to the last minute, and they probably already have a seller in mind, because I think Microsoft wanted to buy some TikTok. Some other companies wanted to buy TikTok, but I think they already have some buyers in mind for TikTok. I think they're going to wait to the last minute, see what Trump does when he gets in office. I think on the 16th of January, or it was one of them days. I think January's not 6th.
No.
Sometime in January. I can't remember. The school did me great. Sometime in January when Trump gets in the office, because Trump made a comment. He said TikTok has a warm place in his heart. He's going to see what he can do. So what analysts are speculating is that Trump's going to give TikTok a 90-day grace period from that January 19th time to find another seller during his presidency. Because right now we're still in Biden's presidency, obviously. Well, not obviously. I've seen some Twitter posts that people didn't know Biden was still in office. It's like Trump's been in office for a month and he hasn't done anything. Biden's doing more than him. They're like, bro, Trump is not president yet. He's the president of Biden's still in office, dog.
Like, got so many executive orders he gonna sign as soon as he step in.
It's a lot of stuff. But you see, we're about to get off track. But so yeah, that's what's happening with TikTok. TikTok's just gonna wait until
the last minute,
and then we'll actually know stuff. I really don't think they're gonna get banned. I think they're gonna be just more contingencies and everything to it because it's too big of a company.
It's like maybe they don't think that far, but I would think they would think like, what are you gonna replace it with, or do they even care?
The government doesn't care, but see, that all these the data and the like all this stuff, like the advertisers really care about this stuff, right? The government is supposedly worried about their citizens or whatever. They're just worried about just counterintelligence. Really, they don't really give a shit about us. They care about the counterintelligence of the civilians that could have an effect on our government. But the advertisers, I know that they're going to lobby for TikTok not to get banned because they're making hella money on TikTok.
Yeah,
all the advertisers that you see on TikTok, they're making hella money. A lot of them are U.S. based companies.
Because just for the United States to take over that portion that China owns, like to me that just sounds like, okay, yeah, you want more control of the data so you can better sell to that data. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is just all a money grab. It ain't counterintelligence and what China don't know. If they wanted to blow us up and they could, they would. Like
most likely
they're gonna learn from us.
Yeah, there's a lot of different scenarios that it could be, but I don't think it's gonna be banned January 19th. I still think there's gonna be different things that happened before then, so that's but
yeah, I would hope not, because
because you're going up on TikTok right now, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Consistent. Let's give it up for Mr. Consistent, man. There we go. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Mr.
shout
Consistent.
out to my mother telling me that it was all about consistency. So that's what it was.
Facts. That's what it is, man. I wanted to talk about I scroll through X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I scroll through that a lot. Just to. I didn't like it for a long time because I don't like people's opinions, but I had to learn to grow from that because sometimes people's opinions are right.
Right.
But I do, me, I do a lot of.
It was a very arrogant statement to make there.
What?
I didn't like people's opinions.
Because a lot of people's opinions aren't based in facts. People's opinions are based on subjectiveness on things that aren't subjective. Right. Like, what color is your shirt?
Black.
But if I said it was green, is that wrong or right? Is that fact or fiction?
That would be fiction.
Exactly. It's not right.
Authority.
Exactly.
The color wheel.
Certain things are the way that they are.
Right.
Like just based on facts.
Right.
So your shirt is black with, red splash in it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go for it if I tell you, hey, your shirt's actually green because that's how I see it.
Be careful with the red splash remark. They might think that's gang related.
yeah, for real.
Shout out to YouTube and your rules.
yeah. That's Google Ads and their rules.
Oh, Google Ads.
Yeah, Google Ads and their rules. But yeah, so when I say that I didn't like people's opinions, they had opinions on things that were fact-based that were just like completely wrong. But I've learned to get over that because people are entitled to their own opinion if they're right or wrong or not. And I just come to accept certain things. And I just smile and nod. When you were younger, they just smile and nod, smile and nod. I just smile and nod now. But regardless, I still scroll through Twitter. So this is one of the statements that I seen on Twitter. It says, I believe in keeping my black children far away from schools with predominantly black students. And then he goes on to say, black people must get away from identity politics and identity-based ideology. Everyone that you vote for and trust, surround yourself with, befriend, love, partner with, invest with, and support do not have to look like you or be of your same ethnic background. What do you think about that?
Dr. Umar Crazy would have went crazy on her. Would have snatched his melanin card and everything. That would have been funny. I have to take the stance of we're the only I want to say ethnicity that doesn't play identity politics. Like Hispanics are proud of their right. You like the same way we went for Obama is the same way Hispanics would be if they had a presidential candidate running up there and had a real chance of winning.
Right.
So I think, but what I do think is wrong with actually, let's just say black people just for the hell of it. for Black people is that we don't have an identity to culture. Like our culture is being sold. Like everything that we identify with, there's somebody taking a profit off of that. We can't necessarily say like that was our that's our culture. And I ain't gonna get too in depth because you haven't seen the movie, but for the people that have seen 688, that is going to be the most sentimental part about it, is because of the identity culture. They're a group of people that held themselves to a certain standard because of what they were going through. So because Black people now we're going through things, but it's nothing that we're tripping about, because guess what? A lot of us, we could solve our own problem.
So what do you specifically think about keeping your Black children away from predominantly Black students? And you can get into the nitty gritty of it, but what do you specifically think about?
There, like I believe in keeping my Black children away from schools with predominantly Black students. I
think I get what the dude's trying to say, but he's not saying it correctly. And I don't agree. I do not agree with that statement, just keeping Black children away from Black people. I think that's crazy and stupid as hell, right? Because you still need to know who you are. I understand what he's trying to say. His statement is based on racism, right? Because what he's saying is predominantly Black students
stereotype
are fucked up.
It's a stereotype. Exactly.
He's stereotyping it, exactly. Right? But imagine, like I went to a magnet school when I was younger. It was predominantly Black, right? It was a math and science magnet school, right? We learned band, home ec, tech, algebra, pre-calc, all that stuff. It was in middle school, bro. You feel me? Predominantly Black school. Everybody in there, this is probably like 10 white people in that school, but every Black student in there was a scholar. That's why we were in that school. And that's a predominantly Black school, right? Wow. It wasn't no trouble. We had uniforms, straight line, all that stuff. We learned.
That's the minority, though. I hate to use that, but that's
it is the minority, but the minority.
I'm talking about the culture too, though.
I know that's the minority, but it's still a
option.
It's still an option.
Right.
You don't have to. But people that think like this set the culture back, set the race back the years. And I say this because they're not projecting their thoughts correctly. So somebody's going to read that and be like, yeah, I need to keep my Black kid away from a Black school. But
if they agree with his ideology.
If they agree with how they don't imagine if somebody doesn't have the comprehension skills to know what he's talking about and they're just reading that on the surface.
Yeah,
right?
To me, if they read that on the surface and from the interpretation they agree with it, then they hold the same stereotype that he holds.
Exactly. But if you actually comprehend what he's saying, and not to say that he even comprehends what he's saying, but if you comprehend what he's trying to say, then you know it's a deeper level than that. Because the school that I went to is a minority, right? But we see that as possible. That can become a majority if we keep on the path that I went through, or any other 600 kids in that school went through. But we choose to think of it as like, oh, y'all in the white people school, or y'all in the smart school. Niggas don't belong there.
Right.
So we're going to go over to APS and just fuck off and not do anything.
Right. You getting it. That's his statement.
I know that's what he's saying, but it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to a hick, I don't know if that's a racist statement, but if you go to
sure it is. If you got to question it just might be.
But if you go to like a trailer park with predominantly white people, and that it's like 500 people in the trailer park, 500 kids there, or whatever. Right. What you think they school gonna look like? You think that's gonna be the smartest school in the world?
It's not.
And go ahead and put your Black kid in there. I bet you he gets the same education as a school in the hood.
And I you know what? I don't know if it's so much education, but the way that we interact with each other. Mm-hmm. Like I believe not, and this is stereotype, and y'all don't put me on the cross for this, but I do believe that Black kids are more prone to bullying. Now I don't know. This is just my assumption, though. Mm-hmm. Just from me looking at young Black adults, right? Okay, yeah, I think they might probably more prone to start the bullying. They're probably more prone to slacking off, and all that is stereotypical. All that it is.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it is. I just think that these conversations do need to be had, but they need to be had in the correct setting and in the correct way. When people just spew out shit out of their mouths then you get misinterpretations like this. Yeah, people are going to be mad about this statement, but there's also going to be more people that do agree. I guarantee you, if you go to any of these parents in these schools, and we know what schools we're talking about, we ain't got to say the school, in these schools with these kids, and you take them out and be like, and ask their parents, hey, do you want to put your child in so-and-so school, one of them schools, you feel me, one of the good ones? Mm-hmm. And they're going to be like, yeah. But they're not going to associate that with bad curriculum versus good curriculum, good Department of Education, bad Department of Education, good superintendent. They're not going to equate that with that. They're going to equate that with take them out of a black school, put them in a white school.
Right. And on a deeper level, to me, that this is just showing escapism. Back to what I was saying earlier, I do believe this, like our ethnicity and black people, we play more of the externalizing fault. And we don't do the hands-on action to make it like how the culture you was, like the MAGA school you went to.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's just escapism, just to remove yourself from a situation and put yourself in a different one with a whole different setting.
Shout out to Rex too. That's right. That's what the MAGA school is. Like. I forgot what it was called. It wasn't Rex Mill or something, but it was in Rex. But I just don't remember the name of it.
Okay. So just to put yourself in a whole nother situation, thinking you're going to have, whether it be for curriculum or if it be for interaction, you know what? Go ahead and do with that. But that's just escapism.
And you know what's crazy?
And that's why we're always going backwards, like you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So.
But you know what's crazy? What? Dealing with the school. That school was in Clayton County, right? Uh-huh. I still got pulled out of this. My parents still pulled me out of the school.
Why?
To move over to Fayette. And you know, and that's a predominantly white area.
Yeah, predominantly white area too, yeah.
It's a good school. I was in a good school. Predominantly black school, and then I got pulled to go to a predominantly white school.
Right.
Like,
right.
You know, like it's just.
And for whatever reason that is, I can't talk about your parents.
I know the reason. Cause me and my sister didn't go to the same school.
Okay.
Me and my sister didn't go to the same school. That school was just built and all that stuff. But yeah, that's it. But and Clayton County lost their accreditation back then.
Yeah, we had to get you up out of there.
Yeah, but the school was. I mean, it was a great school.
Yeah,
you know, it was a great school. But the higher that the levels of superiority got, it was trash and trash and trash. There's schools in Clayton County that's trash, and there's schools in Clayton County that's good. But all of them are under Clayton County Public Schools. Right. So however Clayton County Public School is classified, all the schools under it is going to have that trickle down effect. So yeah, you might have that magnet school, you might have that the art school or whatever, but Clayton County schools as a whole lost their accreditation. Mm. So now parents, like I was in the neighborhood, a lot of people that was moving over the county line because Clayton County lost their accreditation. Like right. A lot of my homeboys went to when we moved, went to the new school because they was all moved. Well, the people that had the money to move, they all moved.
Right.
So I think that's just I understand the statement, but I don't like the words of the message.
I don't like the words of it. I don't like the mentality that comes behind it. The fact that it even has to be said. Yeah, it's kind of deplorable, man. Because I was just listening to this one guy, man, and he was like, we're not even, like, black people aren't even second-class citizens anymore. Like, we're third-class. Like, now it's Europeans, Hispanics, and then black. When we used to be the second-class citizens, but being that we're not, like I said earlier, producing, we are reducing. Like the only thing we're producing, you know, the entertainment stuff. And that's cool. You know, I'm not even a person that says not to do that. I'm just saying, like, let's expand a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's such a deep thing because there's so many different avenues and different crevices that you have to get into to actually change the system. And it's still hard as shit to change the system.
And really, fuck the system. Right. The people in the system. Because it's...
But the people in the system are bigger than what the system is actually going for.
The people in the system are bigger than the system.
No, what I'm saying is the people in the system that can fix the stuff, it's bigger than them. Like they have another agenda other than fixing the system. And fixing the system is a byproduct of them doing what they're doing. Like, yeah, okay, I might campaign so hard to become like like get on the board of education of some certain county, then I actually get I actually have real ideas, you know, to fix the curriculum for the board of education in a certain county, and then I get on the board of education for a certain county. I'm an entry level guy. right? I still have superiors that have a different agenda than what I have. But for me to stay there, I have to follow the superior's agenda. And then in following the superior's agenda, I turn into one of the superiors. And even if you stay on your 10 toes, they're going to get you up out of there. Right. So then it becomes, and that happens in every type of systematic thing that has a hierarchy, right? When you come into there's already somebody that's been there, that's been working this thing for a minute. That's why it works the way that it does, right? So like you listen to Dr. Umar a lot. I don't really listen to Dr. Umar a lot, but I know you understand what I'm finna say. But you know that racism is a systemic thing, right? People. He always says that humans can't. Well, I don't know if he says it, but humans, like people, can't be racist.
No. Because it's institutionally based.
Because yes, it's an institutional thing. It's a systematic thing. I mean, it's a systemic thing. Right. And there's a reason why it's a systemic thing. Right. Laws were created for niggas not to be able to do something. Prisons were created for black people not to be like, bro. Like, okay, we abolished slavery and then we created prisons. Right.
There's from slave catchers to policemen.
Exactly. Right. And then these things are passed down from generation to generation, and they're just in different forms now. But it's still a systemic thing. Like it is so hard to change the system because the people that we're only 200, we're only 400, we're only 4 generations away from slavery. Right. That's not that long. It's 400 years. That's not that long. Like great grandparents were slaves. Right. These things will take a long time to fix, bro.
And this is what I'm saying. You know what? It can take a long time to fix, but if we don't start getting to fixing them now, all we're doing is creating a backlog. Man, you gotta watch that 6 888 after because it's like a reference in that. Like, okay, so but it's a backlog of like, okay, even though we're like 4 generations away from it. All right, and then we were making some progress, and then it halted, right? And we're stagnating, and we're not producing anymore. So stop it from let's just say it's from 1970 something, right? We start making group production because we're seeing a whole lot of individual productions, right? We're not saying black people ain't been successful. Yes, there have been individual successes, but we're talking about group success where all of us are. We haven't seen that probably since the 70s, right? So since then, now we're just having a whole backlog of things that we have to fix. And you're right. It's going to take a long time to fix it. But if we don't start fixing where we stagnated at and stop, then what's going to happen is it's going to be too much of a backlog that people are going to have to make decisions for us.
Yes, this is true. But you also have to realize that when you say that people are going to have to start making, these decisions to actually help with the continuation of the black race, right? A lot of people are going to choose their life over somebody else's, right? So if they can't live correctly or have a roof over their head and all that stuff, they're going to choose their self over anybody else, right? So when it comes to coming together and forming together, that's why it's a systemic thing. It's so deep, bro, because a lot of black people are in the situation that they're in because of the generations before them. If the generation before you can't teach you anything, guess what you're going to know? You're going to know nothing. If you don't go out yourself and learn that thing, you won't know anything, right? So when it comes to coming together, forming these groups and forming these different, like Black Panther and, these coalitions, whatever they're called, the coalitions to help further the race. Niggas ain't gonna do that if there's no benefit right then for themselves. Like if they can't eat, they're not gonna do it.
It has to be like that Black Panther, and we always use these examples. But
those are the biggest ones. The NOI, Black Panther, like
the breakfast program. though. But I was just saying that was the instantaneous gratification. Like, I would support these people. They are feeding my kids every morning right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be something instantaneous.
But if you just go and knock on somebody's door, that's why a lot of people don't go on strike. We're going to talk about strikes in a second, but that's why a lot of people don't go on strike. Oh, you want me to stop working and not get a check?
Hold on. Albania, what you want before we get up? Because we done went crazy.
The
TikTok on Albania.
Yeah, a student died in Albania, and then they made fun of it. Like it went viral on TikTok in Albania.
Oh wow!
And the students were reposting it and talking. A student got stabbed. A school student got stabbed in Albania, and he died. And then the students posted TikToks about it, and it gained lots of popularity. And a lot of the students weren't showing remorse, like they were like kicking the shit about it, right? So the Albanian government, they just shut it down completely. They banned it for a year. They didn't ban it forever, but they banned it for a year. And just instantaneously, this happened in November, but they just banned it yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I guess they're figuring out a way to ban it. But yeah, a student died in Albania, and the students made fun of it on TikTok, and it went like spread around TikTok. And the Albanian government was like, yeah, no, we not dealing with none of this. Cut it off.
Yeah, especially if we're not paying any respect,
right,
to the deceased. So
they said it's harming the youth. But there's just so much. But TikTok's not the only social media platform,
though, because like I feel like some of the things that we were promoting on TikTok wouldn't get promoted because of drug use. Didn't you try that on TikTok before?
Yeah. It was a vape parody.
So
and it was like, no, we can't promote this.
I know laws are different from countries. That's cool. But
TikTok has its own guidelines, but TikTok doesn't even follow its own guidelines.
That's crazy. Y'all just let these kids repost a death over like 1 million views. You didn't catch it at 1,000.
Yeah, the algorithm, if it sees something, no matter what it is, if it sees something being talked about or posted multiple times, it's going to push that to that area. So if multiple kids are doing it, the algorithm, before TikTok even has a time to policy check it, the algorithm is going to push that. See, our video got declined because we pushed it to the policy check immediately to promote it. So that's why they had a chance to look at it, because we tried to promote it. So they're gonna push the policy check right then. Right. But if you just like right now, if you upload a sex tape to TikTok, it's gonna upload. It's gonna be on there for a minute until it has time to get policy checked. Then it's gonna get taken down. Right. So these kids, and I know that was an extreme example. That's the only thing I think about right then. But if this video of this kid getting stabbed gets uploaded, and it multiple times, people just talking about it back and forth in a short amount of time, the algorithm is going to see that and say, okay, people like this, people are talking about it, let me push this. Right. And that's what happened.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Rest in peace to that kid, man. And we have to start having more compassion.
These kids are so desensitized nowadays. People are going
to breathe. What? And no, the platform got to get on that. And all this AI talk they be talking about, well, they need to tighten that stuff up where it catches little stuff like that, where it's just murder is just being talked about and laughed about and entertained about over and over. That's just wild. What is that? What's going on here?
Oh, so it was just telling me about the camera's temperature. It's probably going to overheat in a second, but it's okay.
No, I'm talking about
I know. So right now, this is back on, just a lot of black stuff going on today.
It's okay. It's all right.
But, and we're going to get in the happy mood in a second. But, so
I see. So you played the happy mood so you can depress us real quick,
and then get right back into the happy shit. Yeah, welcome to the welcome to Six Flags Over Georgia, man. The Malik Scylore edition, man. We're taking you on a roller coaster of emotions. I ran across this tweet also. This says, so basically what this is a girl that owns a clothing company, right? And then I guess somebody ordered some clothes from a clothing company or whatever, and then they seen her posting, and then the person was like, you steady outside posting, but never shipped my order. She should have left it at that. But she said, I really can't stand black-owned businesses, right? And that has 64,000 likes, right? And I found that, it does. And I found that interesting. Not impressions. It has 6.7 million views, but it has 64,000 likes.
Yeah, that's a hefty
number. I always find that shit interesting because people say black-owned businesses as a monolith, and it's not. It can't be. It is, but it's not. Like, black-owned businesses are black-owned businesses, right? But everybody groups them
together as if it's like a chain network.
Yeah, like, no. You can't trust the businesses that you decide to shop from. Don't blame it on, yes, a black person, a black woman might own the business, but people have to be educated enough to know that everybody doesn't know how to run a business. Right. No matter if you're black, no matter whatever race you're in.
Right.
Bro, if you bought something from this lady and she did not ship it to you, that's her fault. Like, that's not black-owned business's fault, right? That's her fault. That's their business's fault. And I understand that because my sister actually dealt with this. Like,
right.
She tried to go the black way to do like certain things, and they took a long time. It was for like a photography thing or whatever. They took a long time for the turnaround to do like a really, really long time, hard time to get the prints, all that stuff. And I can see how the impression is black-owned businesses just, they ain't right. They don't do the right thing. Like, they're not ran correctly.
Right.
Exactly. But that's
not organized, unorganized.
Yeah, but these people are like, in this particular instance with this girl, like, bro, you looking at somebody that pretty, that gained 10, 15, 20,000, 40,000 followers on Instagram. And so, what do I... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we back. All right. So, yeah. So, basically what I was saying, like, they see somebody with a bunch, like, somebody gets a bunch of followers on Instagram, and they're like, okay, well, I should start a business. They don't know how to run the business. They don't know what it takes to run a business. They don't, and these are the people that they're talking about. Like, yeah, those people probably shouldn't, you shouldn't really go to them as a reliable source to get your business from, because they don't have any experience running the business. Right. But to say black-owned businesses fair, because, bro, like, I deliver to black-owned businesses, bro, and the stuff that I deliver, bro, it's just not cheap.
Right.
Like, it's a successful thing. The turnover is a very successful thing. So there's plenty of black businesses out there that are successful, bro. You gotta, my sister texted me, but you have to know what you're looking for with any company. Do your research on the company, do the reviews on the company. Like, don't just put it on black businesses. And people have this mindset because obviously 64,000 people reposted it, and it's a black person posting that message.
And then it's like you buying it off social media, so you got
what's
be careful with that.
What's the alternative? Let's put money in white people's pockets. Like, what are you trying? What is the end goal for this shit here? I see
you on your pro melanation, pro black or today, man.
I mean, because I fuck with the race, bro. I just feel like people are too hard on. I'm saying the race like I'm not a part of it. I fuck with us, bro. I fuck with us, bro. But I feel like people be saying stupid shit.
They do.
And too many, and I don't mind. And that's why I say I don't like people's opinions. I don't mind the people that say them because that's their opinion, right? Mm. But then when they say it to these masses of kids and people, because most,
you say, it had been seen 6.7 million times.
Exactly, bro. And people have this in the back of their head. Now, even if they don't truly believe it at the time that they're reading it, but they might walk past two coffee shops, and one is a black-owned business and one is a white-owned business.
And they're going to choose the white.
They're going to choose a white-owned business because in the back of their heads, like, but these niggas ain't finna make no good coffee, or they finna do some bullshit, or these prices finna be high, or they going to spit in my coffee, some dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't give it a chance.
Right.
They be like, no, I'm just going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to give this multi-mega corporation my money instead of putting money into my people's pockets.
Because people do buy and trust.
Like, they do buy and trust. But if you do something wrong, I shouldn't trust you. That doesn't mean I shouldn't trust
the race.
Exactly.
And okay, now back to this guy in the previous post talking about don't play ideology politics. Everybody else is paying ideology politics, whether it be you feel more comfortable around your own people. Mm-hmm. White people feel more comfortable around white people. Hispanics feel more comfortable around Hispanics. Arabs feel more comfortable, and so on and so on. Asians with Asians. We the only people that don't feel comfortable around each other.
Let's put your cord on top of that, on top of the that table. Yeah, because don't pull it on this. Yeah. So it's not on your leg, because I can hear the interference in the leg. Yeah, let's do it like that. Yeah, that's good.
So everybody else is playing ideology politics, and this is just for business, friendship, relationship. Everybody else is playing it except ourselves. Right. We're playing ourselves.
Yeah.
Literally.
Right.
Not by not sticking together, but everybody else is sticking together.
But there's always a question of why are we playing ourselves, and it always goes back to the systemic racism in America. That's what it goes back to, bro. Yeah. But it's so crazy.
And black people are brainwashed.
by the systemic racism in America, bro. It's a systemic. It's an institutional problem. I don't want to be over here sounding like Dr. Umar, but because I don't agree with everything he says. I really think a lot of stuff that he says is weird, but it is an institutional thing, bro. There's a reason why it's a disproportionate amount of black people locked up compared to the other races that are locked up, even though they're committing the same crime. There's a reason that more black people are getting profiled and killed by cops by ratio, not by the numbers, by ratio, compared to white people and other races. Yes, more white people get killed by cops than black people, but not the ratio of black people that get killed by cops is higher than the ratio that white people get killed by cops. So it's a systemic thing, bro, and it has to change. I do not know how to change it because I'm not to that level yet. Right. But I recognize that it's real, and I move as if it's real.
And it's I'm at that part. Like, if it's not everybody's responsibility to help change it, then it's nobody's responsibility to help change it. Because right now, all you can do is just really get yourself, do your part. Make sure you and your family straight show and preach black love and black excellence, which we're both doing. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like you said, some things you believe Dr. Umar be saying is weird, but even on his ideology, where it's just like black on black love, we're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to start our own black business and, keep the black family alive. That's what we're doing. So, but now if it ain't on us to help, because we can't help everybody. Everybody has to be pulling their own weight. One of even if. Man, Obama couldn't even get up there. Like, it would take that type of level, but I don't even think Obama could get up there and just say, you know what, black people, let's get together, grow our own food.
Yeah, I mean, and there'll be some people that do it, but we're also outnumbered by a lot. So even if we take our little 40 million, or 60, however many it is now, I think it's like 60 million or something like that, black folk.
I thought it was lower than that.
It might be between 40, I mean, you can look it up, but it might be between 40 and 60 million black people.
Keep going.
But there's 300 and something million people in the United States, and most of them are white. Like, we're still, like, even if we choose to do that, we're still outnumbered by a lot. So,
and to me, though, the number wouldn't even matter. It's just, do we have our own little plot that we can control? You know what I'm saying?
We do. I mean, there's definitely places in America where black people are thriving. There's black meccas. There's black affluent neighborhoods. Like, there are these people, but then those people is 41.57 million black people as of 2022 in America. 41.57 black people. So I mean, that's kind of a low. That's a low number compared to the 350 million people in America.
Because it's only 13%. That's what I was thinking. We're only 13% of the population.
Yeah, and that's
40, and then that's the 40. Okay.
You know how easy it is to step on somebody. If you had 87% of the population, you know how easy it is to step on something that's 13%. You know, and people talking about, systemic racism is not real. You know how easy it is? Really, do you know how easy it is to step on something?
Y'all don't get confused about stepping on. Stepping on, he could even be talking about keeping us from access to.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I know.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But just let me cheer it up a little bit. So that's our black nationalist
rant.
Yeah, that was our rant.
Holding each other accountable, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get some music. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some music. Hey man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to black folks, man.
You love you. Love yourself.
All right, so yeah, love yourself. Yeah. All right, so SZA.
Shout out to SZA.
She dropped her album on Friday.
Okay.
With a little bit of fodder. She's supposed to drop her album at 12 a.m. She didn't drop the shit to 4 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so everybody was waiting on the album and stuff. So basically, she dropped a deluxe to her 2022 SOS album. So this one's called SOS Deluxe. LANA, her real name's LANA, so LANA. She dropped a deluxe 2 years later. She dropped 15 new tracks, really 14 new tracks, because Saturn is on there, and Saturn was already a single for like a year and a half. And so it's really 14 new tracks plus Saturn 15. And I liked it. SOS, the original, I listened to it about 5-6 times, the new one, LANA. I appreciate this track, and there are some slaps on it. The first half of the album, fire. Like not first half, but the first like 4 or 5 songs, fire.
How many tracks are on there?
It's 38 in the whole album, but it's because it also includes the other tracks from the original SOS from 2022. I think the end of 2021 or 2022. I can't remember, but it's one of them years. It was in December of one of these years. I think it was 2022. But it's 15 tracks, but 38 total. And I appreciate the effort, like, and I understand why. Like, people were like, "Why are you doing a deluxe 2 years later? Why don't you just drop a whole new album?" These songs sound like a continuation of the vibe of SOS, because each SZA album does have a different vibe. Like, Control sounds different than SOS. But those it's same like words and lyrical concepts, and it's still like a cohesive album and stuff like that. But the content was still like the musicality was different,
and the tone,
and a little bit. Like, she has gained some new flows and stuff like that. There's only so much you can get as a singer, but she has gained some new flows and stuff like that.
I was thinking more tone of the album, like just the way it was, the whole makeup.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the 2 separate albums. They were definitely different. You could tell she was still growing in another maturity and stuff. She's still kind of immature, but it's cool. But you could tell that this album is a continuation of the other album.
Right.
You could tell some of these songs were made in the same sessions and stuff like that. But I do appreciate the album. The only thing I did not like about the album, but I can get over it because I really do like SZA, is that she's in her like punk rock emo era, and she had like 2 or 3 songs on SOS with this vibe. Right, but there's like 7 songs on the new album with that vibe, and I can get with it, like if it's just passively playing, but I'm not gonna go and choose those records. And it's crazy because every SZA album to me is no skips. Like, I haven't skipped a song on a SZA album or on her studio albums.
This one got a couple skips.
It got a couple skips for me. Some of the songs were not made for me, and I understand that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But the songs that were made for me, I'm gonna play a little bit of this LANA album for you. I'm gonna play the opening track if I can remember the name of it. If I can remember the damn name of the song or the track. I don't even think I remember the name of the track because these are in, I think it's No More Hiding. Yeah, I think it's No More Hiding. I'm gonna play a little bit of that. This is the vibe of the album.
It's already put me in Hawaii.
Sounds low. And this is the SZA that I appreciate. This is the SZA that I like. Oh, it is low because I have it low.
That definitely sounds better.
Don't care what it costs me. I'll trade anything to feel now. Searching for a, trying for a, feeling for.
But that's the vibe of.
I'm definitely in Hawaii with that one.
Yeah, so that's like the vibe of that, and the rest of the songs are still like that. But then she goes into her rock bag. But she did drop a song with Kendrick.
Oh, man.
And that song is fire. That's actually the song of the week. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of it. I'm gonna give you a little bit of it right now, but that's the song of the week. Hold on. This is called 30 for 30.
Oh man, like ESPN.
Like ESPN. Drake has a song called 30 for 30 also.
No, I did not know that.
It's
you think it's another Drake jab?
I mean, there is a Drake jab in there, but it ain't. I mean, it's a small little yeah.
I forgot about you.
It ain't no knockout. But this right here is the beginning. I'm gonna play the beginning of 30 for 30.
No, not like that.
They did it. Yeah, they did that.
That made me want to hear the real song.
Yeah, that's
Immature things. Like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your?
They not gonna use that same beat though. No.
That's all I'm gonna give you right now, because that's the song of the week. But
yeah,
that's
slowed it up though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they just
SZA and Kendrick, when they get together, there they make some slaps now. So it's like they just came off of Luther and they gonna hit it with the. You know? It's like, I was like, hold on, let me run this thing back right quick.
Yeah. A little dope tape.
Little two time on that bit. But well, you silly as hell. But yeah, so The album, cool. I give it a 5 out of 10. The only reason I give it a 5 out of 10 is
it's average.
It's average because I only like half of the songs. So I can't give it a 10 out of 10 if I only like half of the songs. I listen. I'm gonna give you a 6.623 out of 10. How about that?
6.623, 2 out of 3 stars. Right?
No, I'm gonna give you 6.623.
Oh, with the
just
6.6.
Just 3 to the right of the decimal point. Yeah, but I mean that's not shitting on the album because I do appreciate SZA. I love her SOS album. I can quote the SOS album back and forth. The original Control, Fire, Z, Fire.
Right. Hold on, Tiger. We ain't gonna show them your musical genius like that.
But
you already did more than the rest.
But this one is cool. I appreciate SZA for dropping the album 2 years later, giving us some new music, especially for the tour that's coming up. Because a lot of niggas. She went on tour for SOS already, so now we need give us something new. Right. You feel me? She gonna perform some of the hits from SOS, but give us something new. So I appreciate that she dropped the album in the fourth quarter because a lot of musicians they reserve the fourth quarter of dropping music because people just really aren't listening to music like that. Christmas time and Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey comes around Christmas and then shits on the Billboard Hot 100. For a couple of weeks, so a lot of people just stay away from that. But she came out, did a thing. She said she might drop even some more albums. So I mean, some more songs. SZA, man. So shout out to SZA, round of applause for SZA. Yes, sir. I actually wanted to highlight an album real quick. We ain't gonna talk about it too much, but Mozzie and K-Line for real dropped. And I think that's how you say it. FRF, I don't really know how to say the nigga name, bro. Niggas just be naming themselves stuff. But they both California artists. The West been going crazy. They dropped a mixtape called, what was his mixtape called? Lucky Her. I never really listened to Mozzie or K-Line like that. But I was just, doing my music thing at work or whatever. And I was like, all right, let me play this album. It's like a little 8-pack, little 9-pack of songs and stuff. And I enjoyed it. I liked it. I was like, oh, okay, they got something. I'm gonna play you. I don't remember my favorite song on the album. I actually favorited it if I can find it in my music real quick. But this album, when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is fire. It's Run 'Em Over. But I'm gonna play this Run 'Em Over for the album. This is the vibe of the album. I mean, of the mixtape. I don't know what it is, mixtape album. A lot of people doing collab projects now. They just call them projects. Because the label not taking them as albums. It's a whole bunch of dumb music industry shit. But this right here is Run 'Em Over by Mozzie and K-Line for real. If that's how you say your name. I don't know how you say your name. Yeah, you see why I was messing with it at the beginning?
To that bitch, she getting fucked up. The head hit different when I'm hungover. When I'm filming with your friend, baby, come over. Ain't speaking on my name, just fucked up. Reaching for my change, fucked up. Ain't no friends in this shit, nigga, run them over. Yeah, no, we not a gang, we just all soldiers. And I'ma keep it real till it's all over.
You know it's in his cup. Died a month ago, niggas know it's in his blunt. Know you niggas bump. Your sister on my line, let me get behind that run. Percocets bull, do it better when I'm drunk. Bank account crazy, all the wires go to Hutch. Sports mode on her, I can teach you how to stunt. Fried calamari out in Malibu for lunch. They walk me through the back, but I park in front of the club on Bloods. Everything's on roll me down to the drugs. I'm the multi-millionaire they found in the mud. Child of the slums. In love with a stripper.
But that's pretty much the vibe of the album too.
Right there?
Yeah, that was Mozzie rapping and K-Line was like the one harmonizing and stuff. Well, K-Line, I don't know how to say his name, but he was the one like harmonizing and stuff. They from Cali. I think Sacramento and LA.
Yeah.
Sacramento and San Francisco. There's one of them's from Sacramento, and I think one of them is from LA, but they're both from California. Yeah.
That was a vibe.
Yeah, and that was the vibe of the album. It was just something I stumbled upon. You know what I'm saying? It just came out Friday. I was like, okay, because I've heard of Mozzie and I've heard of the other dude, but I just never clicked their stuff because sometimes I'm just not feeling the new school. I might shoot him in his head and watch his blood fall out his eyes. Like I ain't. It's just not something.
You don't want that imagery right now.
Yeah, like I can listen to it, but I got to get something else in it too. Like they have some of that on this project, but I'm okay with it because the next project I get a nighttime riding on the highway chilling type vibe. And
right, with the song we just heard, running them over.
Exactly, because I know there's some on here that's But sometimes you want to get in that bag. Like I still mess with 21, Chief Keef, like
right. Sometimes
Young Nudie, Baby Drill, Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I fuck with Baby Drill. Like I like that music, but I just don't want to listen to it all the time.
Right.
You feel me?
You don't want to bring that monster out you, that killer out you.
Nah, I ain't no killer. I ain't no killer.
Push you. Right.
Nah, you ain't even gotta push me. That's sometimes I just fine. Fuck out. But yeah, so man, shout out to Mozzie and Kalon for listening to that album, man.
I like that track.
I wanted to highlight Obama's favorite songs, even though I think
that's what I was like, kind of moving over here. Yeah, I'm trying to see that one over there to the right. Can we scroll that up a little bit because I can't see that column to the right.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
You can see it all now.
Yeah.
So Obama released his favorite music of 2024. He does this pretty much every year, different playlists and stuff. I'm not sure if he's actually picking these songs, but I'm gonna highlight some of these songs. I'm just gonna go all the way. He got Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. That's on his favorite music of 2024. Is Squabble Up by Kendrick Lamar. Lunch, Billie Eilish. That's the song where she's talking about eating ladies' vaginas. Shout out Obama. Yayo by Rema. Jump by Tyler, Gunna, and Skillin' Bean. That's a fire song. Band for Bands, Central C and Lil Baby. Shout out Obama.
I like that.
God Gave Me Feet for Dancing by Ezra Collective and Yasmin Lacey. Ramblin', the Red Clay Strays. Favorite by the Fontaines DC. Active by Asake and Travis Scott. Our bar song, Tipsy by Shabuzi. Shout out Shabuzi. Shabuzi with 19 weeks, #1 in this bitch. #1 black person country. Shout out to Shabuzi. Gunshots for Shabuzi, man. You know what's going on?
Ain't there a whole controversy behind the bar song?
Yeah, it was, but and shout out Jaquan too, bro. Hold on. Shout out Jaquan too. Gunshot for Jaquan, man. Proud to him, man. The original Tipsy.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
But you think he ain't getting publishing for that?
Oh, he better be.
Yeah, he got pub for that. Writing credits, man. Shout out Jaquan, man. Old Dutch, Bonnie Light Horseman, Is It Worth It by Ray Khalil, Texas Hold'em, Beyonce. Kaylani by Jordan. I told you I don't know how to say that name. I Like the Way You Kiss Me by Artemis. Scooter Blues. Too Sweet. Peaceful Plays. $1 Million Baby by Tommy Richmond. Right Back to It. Stargazing. That's How I'm Feeling. Gold Coast. A Hispanic song and Gator.
Si antes te hubiera conocido.
Si antes te hubiera conocido.
Antes te.
Si antes te hubiera conocido.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it right, but yeah, that was Obama's list, man.
And Gator only. Get after that ass only.
Yeah, Gator only.
That's what Gator means. Get after that ass.
All right, yeah, then shout out to Gator.
That's what Gator stands for.
I guess. I mean, if it stands for that, then shout out Obama 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
That man, he's after ass, vagina.
Beating niggas up.
He's beating folks up, squabble up. First song.
Band for band. But bro, Obama saying, I'm gonna go band for band with y'all,
my
nigga.
Favorite one. Well, we just lost to the Republicans, so squabble up.
Yeah, squabble up. We
can go band for band.
Yeah, we go band for band. What y'all niggas talking about?
I'm eating cool.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
I'm after that ass. I'm getting after that.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That boy Obama, man. Great list, Obama.
Great list, Obama. All right, so we're gonna get into the song of the week. Song of the week. Like I said earlier, it's obviously gonna be that 30 for 30 by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. I gotta load it up again real quick because we was playing other shit. But it's always gonna be that 30 for 30 by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. This is a fire song. Y'all go cop that album. Y'all go listen to that album. YouTube, if you take this down, I understand. But here is 30 for 30 by SZA and Kendrick Lamar.
I used to think about immature things. Like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed. Some of y'all just go pop shit. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you.
Yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it.
That's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like
Ain't
it.
cooking a smile for none of these bitches.
That's the way I like
I'm
it.
wiping them down in front of these niggas.
That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that bitch no yoga mat? Chat. Should they dare that nigga don't hit me back? Chat. Should read that nigga no questions asked? Chat. They chatting, they chat. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Had a little sad thing, but right now it's just a home. Try to feel good inside, enough, no one to hold me. Hype me up, you give me hype. You my favorite coach, compress the line. Fucking stress off, that's my only vice. I take it off when he tell me if I'm feeling fine. I run it up, risk it all like I'm rolling dice. Taking it all, it's my second life. That's me, passed out in a nigga backseat. Cashed out on the back sand beach. Already know my body, already know that's me. Bitch, 50 might get me. All I want to love is beside it.
Some of y'all go get a wash. Some of y'all just go pop shit. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, only want your love is beside me.
But if it fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. Everything been no tape. They salute me so damn much every time I show up, nigga, her bout face. Everything no cut, I fuck y'all up. I'm really gon' trip out, babe. Blow the heady 7 guts while you waiting on nuts. Tell them I was on PCH. You fucking with niggas that thinking they cuter than you? Oh, so you on your second, but you on your period too?
Yeah, that was a Drake line right there. But that right there was 30 for 30 by SZA and Kendrick Lamar. There is 2 minutes left in that song, but I'm not going to let that ride because I can't play a brand new release song for 4 minutes straight. I just can't do it. But that was SZA and Kendrick Lamar, 30 for 30. Let's give it applause for that song. That was a great song. That was the song of the week.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
Kendrick is funny, man.
That was a Drake bar too right
You
there.
fucking with niggas that's thinking they cuter than you.
Oh.
Yo,
Man. Yeah,
what?
man. He always going to find a little to get in there right quick, man.
Why are you still going, man? What?
He said he never gonna get over it, bro. He said he tried to put money on my head, bro. He said he can't get with it. He can't get over it. And I mean, I accept that, bro. Like I fuck with Kendrick. I fuck with Drake. I don't stand on either side. I listen to more Drake than I listen to Kendrick. I can quote more Drake songs than I can
put
quote.
money on his head.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about in Whacked Out Murals. Like he tried to give him Bitcoins and wire transfers and stuff. You know, so Drake is in a. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Aubrey Graham, but you know, whatever he has in his mind is what he has in his mind. But I do want to get into a couple quick hits. Well, really just one quick hit. But Amazon went on strike, and I found it amusing how Amazon reacted to the strike. and I had to do some extensive research of how Amazon runs their businesses because I was confused a little bit. So about 10,000 Amazon workers went on strike in about seven different distribution centers across America. So it was California, New York, Georgia. There was a LANA hub that went on strike and everything. And it was the last mile delivery drivers that went on strike, the people that actually come to your door and deliver you the package. So when it actually happened a couple days ago, my mom texted me. She was like, "Oh, your dad's gift not gonna get here in time. There's a strike happening." She went onto the Amazon app and it was delayed. Like it said delayed on there. So I checked my Amazon app because I had some packages coming too, and it was delayed. So I was like, "Damn, it's a real strike going on. Like 6 days before Christmas is crazy." And then like an hour later,
I gotta check mine.
No, you're good. Like an hour later, all the stuff was like getting here today. Like it changed from tomorrow to today.
Okay.
Right. So Amazon put out a statement and said, "Hey," it's basically what they said now. They said, "Hey, them niggas ain't got shit to do with us. They don't work for us. We don't know them niggas." Like that was what's going on. So Amazon was saying like, "Hey, Amazon said that their employees do not work for. They are not Amazon employees. They are contracted employees." Which is correct. But I feel that's kind of facetious, and I feel that's kind of neglectful on the thing that's going on. So I did some research. Amazon, the last mile delivery drivers, the people that actually come to our door in these Amazon branded trucks, they're all contracted. 100% of them are contracted. All the last, I don't know why I keep saying last minute, last mile delivery drivers are all contracted through DSPs, delivery service partners, right? So Amazon outsources the last step. And there's over a million drivers in America. I think it's like over like 700,000, but there's 1.5 million Amazon employees, right? And the distribution network, which the DSPs are a part of, they outsource that work to the DSPs, and the DSPs are the ones that deliver the work to us, right? So the people that went on strike were a part of the DSPs, and Amazon was like, y'all don't work for us. Y'all work for the DSPs, so we're not gonna do anything about this. Like, y'all gotta figure it out with them. Like, whatever conditions y'all got, I gotta figure it out with them. But when I did some digging, Amazon has their hands deep in the pockets of the DSP. When I say pockets, I don't mean money-wise. I just mean the handling of the services. So Amazon tells the DSPs how to hire the people. They give them the hiring platform, they give them the minimum starting wage. They have to go through Amazon's onboarding process. They get the Amazon vest, the Amazon branding, everything. The only thing that the DSP provides is their insurance on the truck. They have to lease the trucks, and they are hired, and they are above staffing the people that drive the trucks. Everything else is handled by Amazon.
Right. Because they got to incorporate the employees in their system.
Right. Everything is meticulously handled by Amazon. So for Amazon to say, hey, y'all don't work for us, which is technically they don't, they're contracted, but every single one of your last mile delivery drivers are contracted.
Yeah.
Right. So
what
Amazon,
your company through these delivery service providers, DSPs. So
right. So what Amazon did, there's multiple DSPs in one distribution center. Like there might be 6, 7, 8 DSPs in one distribution center. And so what Amazon did, it was like, the ones that are striking, we'll just take y'all packages and put them on our other DSP drivers. And like, that's why they said it's not going to have an effect on their shipment. And I think that's Amazon been like this. I watched a documentary about a year ago. It was over in Europe, and a dude kind of hacked the Amazon system, not literally, but like in a broad scale. Like, he's seeing how Amazon was evading taxes, and they didn't call it evading taxes.
They weren't paying any tax. They didn't pay. There was 1 year I seen they didn't pay any taxes.
They call it profit moving or something like that. Like, the profit that comes from one distribution center gets moved to another distribution center in another country. What they're doing is another fulfillment center or distribution center owns the other one in another country. So the profit that's made from there is technically moved to another one. So in that
so they're cycling the money between factories.
So their profit was zero. Like, in one place, their profit was zero. So you don't have to pay. You don't got to pay taxes on nothing, or the profit is minimal, so you pay $100, $200 in taxes.
Right. They just wrote it off,
and they keep on. Facility. It's not even writing off because they own it, but their property is in a different state. So their property being in a different state, that property has to pay state taxes on whatever that property made. But that property is owned by another entity in another LLC in another country. Mm-hmm. So they technically have no profits in that state, so they don't have to pay anything, and they move it over to this one, and that one moves it over to another one, and that's. But I'm saying that to say the practices of Amazon tracks. Like, okay, I'm gonna outsource the last mile deliveries, so if stuff happens like this, I have multiple different third party contractors that I can fuck over, basically. Mm-hmm. And there's a association, I forgot the name of, the NRLB or something like that, the National Labor something, but they filed with the strikers, amidst the news of the strikers, because they had the same thought process I had. Like, bro, y'all are wrong. Like, technically y'all are right. Like, yeah, they don't work for y'all, but they doing the the main thing that makes y'all the money. Like, yes, like Amazon, you know, they still have the distributors and the freight drivers and all that stuff that actually work for Amazon.
Right.
Like the people that's driving the 18-wheelers and stuff, they work for Amazon Freight. You're directly hired by the Amazon Corporation, but the DSPs aren't. Mm-hmm. But those are the people getting the stuff to the door. If the things don't get to the door, that's a problem.
Exactly.
Right. So if every single DSP driver goes on strike, that's a problem.
That would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Big
and
problem.
Amazon is acting like, nah, we good. Like y'all not giving a fuck about the main part of y'all business. And the other association had the same ideology, and they're looking more into that. I don't know how. I mean, Amazon, obviously they've thought about this type of stuff, and they have a whole logistics team that handles these type of scenarios and has a think tank to handle these type of scenarios. But I just found it interesting. Like, these workers are going on strike, and I watched a bunch of news clip, and they was like, Amazon was just like, bro, cool. Like, all right. Like, I don't care. Like, it's just so crazy how these companies do this, and they get so big and then they act like they don't. Like, bro, if every single one of these people went on strike, y'all be fucked. Like, don't act like y'all just having like that. What they are, but if every single one of them went on strike,
yeah, you have it until business stops happening. You know what I mean? Until the transactions stop, and then it's like, hold on, y'all DSPs, y'all can't even give me my package. We just finna go to Walmart now.
Like, I really had to look at who does, because Amazon kept saying, oh, they don't work for us, I don't work for us. I had to look at like, who, okay, then who works for Amazon? I had to look at like who actually works for Amazon. Amazon employs no last mile delivery drivers. Like, the Amazon company employs 100% of them are from DSPs, right? The only people that work for Amazon is the Amazon Corporation people, like the corporate people. Right. The fulfillment centers, like the people inside the centers, like packing the stuff. And the freight drivers. That's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like Amazon bought 100,000 Rivian trucks, and they just rent them out to the DSPs. It's such a crazy thing, man, and I wish more.
I guess it protects themselves too.
It does protect them, but it also creates. It's a logistic nightmare, but $1 trillion company, so they can handle it. But it also creates a fail-safe for them, because if 30,000 of my DSPs don't feel like doing it anymore, I have 100,000 more that will provide this. Because a lot of people, like we was talking about before with the black thing, like, if people gonna eat,
right?
People gonna eat,
right?
You feel me?
People gonna drop off them packages.
10,000 people went on strike compared to the other 1.4 million.
They'll say, we're gonna work.
We gonna work.
Give me that bag.
Yeah, give me that money. I'm making 20 and I give me that money.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'll drop it off.
It's just so weird. But for everybody to worry about the Amazon strike, man, you ain't gotta worry about it, man. Amazon is such a slimy business that y'all are gonna get y'all packages. And people,
that was me.
What?
Oh, because I heard, I'm sorry, I don't understand it. I'm like,
oh yeah, Siri, yeah.
Siri.
Oh yeah, we can't.
All up in my business.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. But is there anything else on your heart, on your mind? I don't think we have any more topics to talk about, man. Christmas is coming up. Oh yeah, I did want to get on this YouTube thing real quick. This is just a little, just not a rant, but stop uploading your YouTube videos in 1080p. That's it. Stop uploading your YouTube. I don't know what I typed in right there. Oh,
you was drunk?
No, I wasn't.
Got to be banned. What is that?
I get what I was saying. Yeah, stop uploading your YouTube videos in 1080p. I was watching the Lil Baby and Lil Yachty podcast. Oh, and it just didn't type in right. But the podcast is uploaded in 1080p, bro. Yeah. And it seems pixelated now. Like 1080p used to be, the shit.
Yeah.
Bro, if you're uploading, this is just a PSA to all the content creators out there. If you want there's other things that goes into YouTube videos, obviously. But if you want your product to look, the main thing, I'm gonna give y'all some sauce real quick. The main thing to keep your users engaged, other than the audio, is the visuals. If your visuals do not look good, then folks, the retention rate is gonna be very low on your videos. So if you're uploading YouTube videos to YouTube, if you have an option, whatever service that you're using, DaVinci Resolve, Logic Pro, shit, even if you're using CapCut, Movie Maker, Final Cut, whatever, export your product in 1440p or better. We do not use 1080p in 2024. 1080p in 2024 is equivalent to using 240p or 480 or 720p. Do not do that. A lot of people are buying these 65-inch televisions, 75-inch televisions, 55-inch televisions. When your video is scaled on these televisions, it will look like shit. It will look like it's buffering, pixelated, blurry. Do not do that. 1440p or better, so these pixels are in a high density and you have a better looking video. Just a PSA to you content creators out there. And Lil Yachty's production team should have known that. I was watching the video and it was just pixelated the whole time. And I made sure, and another tidbit for y'all. YouTube compresses your video when it uploads. So if you're in 1080p and they compress it, it's going to look like it's in 720. So you want to have the highest quality video that your laptop, phone, tablet, whatever can actually produce and upload it in that highest quality that you can. This might take a little longer to upload, but do it. YouTube compresses your video when you upload it. So just a little PSA for y'all. And also the second thing is just audio. Make sure your audio is good. A lot of people, their retention rate is low when the audio is not right. So make sure you have good audio. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you put that little compressor on it. Make sure you have that limiter on it so the audio is at a high level. It's a lot of things. Look up on YouTube. But yeah, upload your damn videos in 1440p or better, man. I don't want to see that 1080p shit on YouTube. 1080p looks good and regular. Like if you're watching like, a streaming service or something, right, because they uncompress the file. They're compressed files, but it looks uncompressed as they're doing it. They're different. I don't know if you ever seen a show called Silicon Valley.
No.
Yeah, it was a show called Silicon Valley on HBO, and they had a company called Pied Piper, and their whole thing was compressing data without losing
resolution.
Exactly. And that's basically what all the streaming services do. They take a file, an uncompressed file, and they have to upload it to their servers, but to save space, they need to compress it, right? But when they show it back to you, they want as less data lost as possible. So that was the whole show premise. I actually found that interesting because that's what everybody needs to do now, like have an algorithm that compresses it, but without losing data. So, yep, that's all we got for the podcast today. If you don't have anything else, Blaise, that's on your mind.
Just something real quick. I just want to say there's some good movies to watch out there. 6AAA, Carry On, Subservient, and
Subservient was good. You watched Subservient?
Yeah.
We watched Carry On. Me and Van watched Carry On.
Carry On was good.
It's all right.
And
she was hating it the whole time. She was like, why the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, because when I say it's good, I'm talking about it's good enough to kill 2 hours. Now,
it was definitely interesting to watch the whole time. Yeah, for sure,
most definitely, and also Gladiator 2.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, it's good enough to kill.
You seen it in theaters or you?
I saw it in theaters
on IMAX.
I don't know if it was IMAX. It was at that place I sent you. I picked downtown.
I don't know if they have IMAX screen.
Definitely one of them. You better have $100.
That's the dine-in shit.
$200. Yes, bro. You go there.
$200 for a movie?
Hold on. I know you might think I'm crazy.
The steak was $90.
It's something like that, but it's like $20 plates. But look. Damn the plates though. Recliner chair.
Tens of Time got that.
Blanket.
Oh, the blanket out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Blanket.
Yeah, that's about it. But it's still nice.
It was $100 for the blanket?
With the nice ambience,
but what was
clean bathrooms. Nice, it's nice bathroom.
I don't use the bathroom in the movie. Oh yeah, I do. I'm lying. I use the bathroom.
You use bathroom.
I don't take shits in the movie theater though.
You will take a shit in this bathroom.
It looks so nice. You want to take a shit?
Yes, bro. It's in Midtown, bro. Right across. It's right up from Piedmont Park.
Bro, Atlanta's so weird, bro. It's so weird, bro. You can go to an upscale spot in Midtown just to get shot coming out the door.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like, they'll put the nicest shit in the middle of the hood.
Bro. And then they got the Christmas lights up there, too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just like, it's a nice outing. I ain't gonna lie. I really would just pay for the ambiance itself.
Like, so you spent $200. Around $200.
$130. We spent about $130. But
that's not bad.
3 people went, and then we ate. You feel me?
But the 3 people was $130.
all together, that's food, tickets. The tickets might have been $71.
$71 for
3 people, yeah.
That's more than $20 a ticket. Nigga, Tinseltown down the street is $17. On the matinee days, it's $13.
We didn't go matinee, but I ain't gonna lie, it's upscale to where they only have 3 showings.
The food is dine-in.
Yeah,
they bring it
in the theater
before the movie starts.
While the movie is going.
You like they wasn't walking in your way and stuff? You can't see the movie?
No, because they just stay on the aisles.
And they have a set menu, like you can only get steak, macaroni, potatoes.
They got a set menu. But finger foods, whatever. They had some stuff like I had some truffle fries. I had truffle fries.
I know what truffle fries. I've looked at that because I've seen a menu that said truffle fries on. But I don't know if it's a Cine Bistro.
That sounds familiar.
I think that was.
It's outside of the movie theater though.
Yeah.
It's right there. You can go before or after the movie. Go in there, nice little restaurant.
It's on the.
It's on the outside of the.
So you're not watching the movie while eating the food.
You are watching the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
But the bistro place you're saying is outside of the movie.
I got you. I got what you're saying.
But I ain't gonna lie. Just like I say though, but when you go see it, it's simple. But it's exquisite.
That's what you want. Yeah. And that's what you want. Like, you want to have a good time, but you want to feel good. But $130 is not bad for 3 people at all, bro.
No, yeah, I'm just letting you know that's the type of environment you're going into.
That's
$3 parking. That's the cheapest thing you're going to get.
Oh, yeah, it is Atlanta. You still got to find parking there.
Yeah, but it's right there. You go in there, you bust that right in there, boom, and then you keep your ticket. You got to take your parking ticket with you, let them scan it, so you just pay $3.
They validate your parking type shit.
That's exactly
but they validate it for $3, not for free.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense though. That's a good thing. Yeah, because and you said it only has 3 showings. Like it only picks 3 movies to do. They picked the 3.
No. They got 3 different show times. Like it might go from 6:45, 9.
But 10. They only showing 3 movies. Period. Like
it might be like 6 movies. But those 6 movies only had 3 times that they're
got you
that
because of the service that they're giving you. I got you. They have to prepare the food and all that shit.
Yeah, because matter of fact, it might have been a 4, 6, and 10, and I was like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah, it's only okay. I understand that. That's definitely some Atlanta shit to do. I'm surprised they don't have a movie theater that you can smoke hookah in.
It's coming.
Yeah, I know it is. Atlanta. Hell yeah, it's coming. We should probably do it to build a damn theater that you can smoke hookah in. Man,
all that space down there that you got right down there, just buy that shit out and make a little theater. That's all you gotta do. Besides that, watch those movies, and I just want to say, guys, produce in your life or God will reduce to make you produce. So make something happen or God will take away from you so you can make something happen. So choose your own problems before God gives you the problems that you have to choose. So that's it.
Yes, sir. And with that, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode 25 of the Malik Scylore Podcast. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and give that subscribe button a hit. If you like the video, go ahead and like that motherfucker. If you're listening on Spotify, leave us a review. We'd love to see your comments on there. If you're listening on Apple Music, I appreciate your rich ass. But with that, I have been your host, Malik Scylore, here with...
It's Blaise Harris.
And I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Go Falcons.
Go Birds.
Burning love I ain't seen before, and I don't know if I can.